Hello, me little legends. Now listen, some major news has just broke, and it's going to hit the private hire industry like a bat out of hell. So I don't know if you remember, I've done a video on this. Now, Uber this year has to start reporting any new drivers to their platform, their earnings, to the HMRC. So the responsibility of an app-based operator, yeah, with drivers under their operator's license, they have got a responsibility to report their earnings. Technically, they've got to be a grass to the HMRC, yeah? But to be honest, though, this day and age, guys, if you're a taxi driver or a private hire driver or Uber driver, you got to be daft blagging the tax. It is just, they're onto it now, do you know what I mean? You should be all legit anyway. But if you're not, this is going to just wreck your day. So, they come out and said Uber, app-based private hire companies have to grass on their drivers, right? We knew that starting this year, new drivers. Starting January next year, previous drivers as well. So from January 2025, Uber will be telling the HMRC how much each Uber driver is earning, right? Now, when it comes to the other sector, not Uber, it was a bit unknown. People didn't know what's happening. Taxi Point, the taxi website, I'm going to put the article below the video. They have just released and say it's now been confirmed that if you are a private hire operator that has drivers obviously underneath your operator's license, as in you send work to them, and the work is booked through some type of online payment system or portal, aka an app, aka a website with a booking form, or like the iCabbies or the Cab9s or the Auto Cabs, any of those type of systems, then you have to start reporting to the HMRC. So from Liverpool, you got Alpha, you got Delta, you got the other big local private hire taxi companies. They are now going to have to start. I can't remember the date. It'll be in the article, so please read it. But they're going to have to start reporting how much each individual driver's earning. Now, when it comes to smaller companies, like Bob's, call it Bob's Airports, right? So Bob Airport at the moment just works for himself, and Bob's a driver, right? He's reporting and all anyway. But if he normally gives half his work out to 3 other drivers under his operator's license, he'll just put it as an expense. Do you know what I mean? Paid to drivers, expense gone. Now, in this new rule, Bob, was that his name, Bob? Bob Taxis. Bob now has to go, instead of £2,000 to other drivers as an expense, he'll have to do £1,000 to Billy, all his details, 500 quid to Timmy, all his details, and then whatever. So now even the smaller airport transfer companies have to start grassing on their drivers. So in the end, to be honest, as an operator, you just got to do what you got to do. You got to protect yourself and do what they say. So going forward, whenever the new date starts, instead of having a blanket expense to drivers, you just have to just kind of give up your system and say, here's all my drivers, here's how much they earned, HMRC, and you're going to have to start doing that. And as a driver, you're going to have to just take it on the chin that is now starting to happen. Now, there's a lot of drivers that still do cash work, that still blag the system, that are on full-time benefits and still work full-time taxis, or like the sharing badges, you know, like a lot of people do. They'll share badges, cousins and brothers will all like look similar, will share badges and work the system, and all little loopholes and tax avoidance. There's all them. This is going to crack that down and stop all that. Myself personally, next year when this new rule comes in with Uber, I've got a feeling there'll be a lot less drivers next year. Because if Uber is grassing on all the drivers and how much they're earning, and just say there's 10% of drivers out there that aren't declaring anything or just got a little blag on, they won't be able to blag no more. So yeah, it's an absolutely massive update, and it's going to affect everyone, guys. It is, even if you're just a little one-man band. But I think myself personally, like if you're an airport company and you got 3 drivers and you talk to those drivers, go, listen lads, from whatever date, I'm gonna have to start telling the HMRC how much you're earning. Those drivers can go, yeah, go ahead then. Happy days, that's going forward, let's do that. Do you know what I mean? So they can understand it, where you might lose a couple of drivers if they're not interested in it. Do you know what I mean? I think the main people that's going to hit is the bigger companies, like your Alphas, like your Deltas. I think that's definitely going to kick up a storm. Because if you think about it, just say Alpha's got 2,000 drivers working the general taxis, general normal day-to-day taxis. How many of them? I reckon they've got a higher probability of not being 100% legit, you know, with all the cash and everything else. So, who knows what's going to happen in the future, guys. But yeah, this has been now confirmed. And I can't remember, it was 2026 maybe, or 25. Read the article yourself, guys, for the news. And yeah, wow. And also, by the way, I spoke to my accountant, Andrew Neary Accountants in Crosby, Liverpool, if you need an accountant. He told me the same. He said, yeah. He said operators with any type of online payment system or online booking system like that type, they're going to have to start grassing their drivers going forward. So, us drivers have just got to accept that going forward and either legit up or get out the game, because it's going to be happening. Operators are not going to risk their ops license to try and save the drivers a little bit of tax. They're not going to. They might say they are, but they're not going to. They're going to follow the rules because they can't risk the company, do you know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely blown away by that news, guys. Shocking. Shocking. So don't forget, check the little link below. Read the article yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think. Because obviously at the moment, nothing's confirmed. This is all like people kind of guesstimating what might be happening. There's no like set facts that this is happening. Do you know what I mean? It's just like an article that's explaining what's coming. And that's what we're getting from the article. I've been talking to a few of the operators, been talking to my accountants, and that's what we found out. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting few years on this trade, guys. It really is. And I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the little video. Make sure you follow me, subscribe to my channel as per usual. Follow me on TikTok. Book an airport if you want with DM airport transfers. Why not? Right, guys, I'm going to go anyway. Catch you all later. Thanks for watching. See you soon.